Hey, single moms. Hey, let me fix this. There we go. All right. So as you can see, my set has changed. So, I wanted to come on today and talk about the third area of our lives that we as single moms, need to be present and, pour into in order to make things easier for ourselves. So, my name is Bess. I am the host for the Just Be Summer Series podcast, and this is season 3, episode. Oh wow, 4. I was gonna say 3, but it's episode 4. And this area of our lives, I did say the third, but it is the fourth. This area of our lives is relationships. So a lot of times as single moms, because everything is on us, that invisible mental load, as well as the physical load that it takes on our bodies, we forget about the people that are around us and that are supporting us. I'm sorry, I just scarfed down my lunch. And so I think I'm getting a little acid reflux because I ate too fast. But anyway, so we forget about the people that are around us that help us out, either mentally, physically, financially, however it is that they come into our lives to help us out, or just to check in on us. Here's one thing that I experienced last week. And now, mind you, this summer series is kind of hitting different this year because I'm actually experiencing the things that I'm about to talk to you about the week prior, and then I talk to you about it. So I'm just going to be real, and as they say in the church, tell the truth and shame the devil. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hashtag single moms level up. My name is Bess Parks. I'm a single mom of 2 plus 2. I got 2 kids and 2 grandkids. And I'm hosting this Just Be Summer series, the third season, and the 4th day. And so the 4th day is relationships. So our relationships with a lot of people, the daycare provider or babysitter, the baby's dad, the dad's family, your friends that you've known for however long or just recently met, or how at whatever, your community. Pay attention and take inventory of the people that are in your life right now, that are there to help you. If you ask them, they'll do something for you. But for whatever reason, and in the church they will tell you it's your pride, we won't ask for help. We won't ask for help, but we feel that monkey on our back, that heavy load, that elephant in the room that's always in the room with us. We feel all of that on us, and we take on that pressure and that anxiety and all of that onto ourselves. And then when we pray about it, because we prayed about it, a couple sessions ago, we pray about it, but we picked it back up because now we're physical. We went to the physical, and now, because we've been doing a little working out and paying attention to our physical body, we're feeling better. So we pick up the load. And then when our friends ask us, how are you? You good? Are you all right? Some of that, or even just call, and maybe they don't ask you. Maybe nobody does ask you how you're feeling or how are things going. Maybe they're just, hey, what's up, girl? Da 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 da. But nobody ever asks how you're doing. And then even when you say that you're okay, they may not hear that you're not really okay and that you're just saying that because that's just what you say. And you're the one that's considered the strong one out of your friends. You're the strong one. Oh, she's the strong one. She's the one that's got the relationship that's really tight with God and all of that. But that's not the case. When we have tight relationships with God, it's because we are weak and He is strong. And so because we allow ourselves to be weak in His presence, and I heard a Instagram reel of a pastor saying, if we take everything the anxiety that we feel, the misread or misunderstood feelings that we have, the stress, the financial strain, the everything. If we take it all, like today, I was tired because I offered to pick up or meet halfway one of my grandkids' other grandparents to pick up my grandson. I work on Saturday. I work Saturday, and I worked late Saturday because I have projects to do. I'm in the home improvement industry. Summertime is the hot time. That's when people, they want to get their projects done. We got a lot of teachers. They need to get it done during the summer, and it just is popping. So I was mentally exhausted, and then I went and drove 2.5 hours to go pick up my grandson. But that was a help for me because in order for us to get help that we need, which most of us single moms could say we need some help, it's already there, but we don't ask for it, or we don't open ourselves up to receive it. So they may have said something, but we don't receive it or feel ashamed to say it. But if we give that shame, if we give that hurt, if we give that anger to God, then we'll open up, and the people that we have already in our lives are there and willing to help. So I had to ask for something yesterday, and it was a humbling experience because I've been experiencing these humbling experiences where it's not until we are humble that we get honored in our request for what we need. So I went up and did that, and picked up, my grandson, because, his mom was, she was working. So it was the most opportune time because rain is supposed to be coming, July 4th weekend. And, I live in Texas, okay? So when they are making a big deal about some rain, that's a possibility that it might be a little something, So we need to get him home as soon as we can. He had been with, his other grandparents for a few weeks, and had a great time, and so did they. And I appreciate her help. But I know they're working too, and working around, with having him there. One of the grandparents works at home, so it's a little bit easier on her because she doesn't have to take him anywhere, but he's there and she's trying to get her job done. So I don't know if she took time off or whatever, but he looked like he had a really good time with his grandparents. But sometimes we have to offer help in order to receive help. So when we offer things, where are our hands? They're open. When we hold on and we're like, no, I got it, no, I got it, no, I got it, no, I got it, that's where the anxiety comes, the stress comes, the raised blood pressure comes, the eyebrows, everything, you just walk around looking mad, everything pisses you off, you ready to just, having that road rage and whatever else is going on. All that starts to kick in because we're holding on too tight, y'all. We're holding on too tight. Let go. Let go. And that saying that comes off the lips as easy as I don't know what, but let go and let God. But we really got to let go and let go of everything to God so that our hands can be open, so that we can receive the help that we need. And that's humbling to keep your hands open like that. Humbling when God has somebody to give you something that you end up having to give back to him so that he can bless it and have it running over so that it blesses you and other people as well. So look out for other single moms. Ask them how they're doing and actually sit and wait for an answer. Ask them again. Ask them a couple of times throughout the conversation, how are you doing? Are you good? Talk, 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 talk. Okay, so I'm just checking again. You all right? Or you need to talk about anything? Make sure, that they're okay. Ask if they're okay. If you're in person, by all means, hug them and ask them, are you okay? How are you? And sometimes you will feel that, and that there might be some anxiety or something they just need to talk about, just to vent, and that's it. We were out there in Centerville, Texas. It was blazing hot. I will post some pictures on the Instagram page, that of the trip and everything. But some of the things and the sites that I saw, I was like, there's this huge statue of Sam Houston in the middle of just as the beginning ish of the forest, of the Houston forest, which is a bunch of trees, but this statue stands way above those trees. And statues are idols, sometimes we are the idols, is when we are holding on to things and holding on to the anxiety and not reaching out for help and asking for help and holding on to all those things. And then maybe even possibly getting upset that the people are not giving you the help that you thought they would, but they're helping in the way that they can. We have to be able to accept the help that people give us, and how they give it to us is not up to us, but it's up to what's going on with them. Just know that people love you and they're doing the best they can for you, but also remember, it's not their responsibility. So if they help you at all, with a kind word, with a kind word, with maybe a small token gift, maybe some financial help, maybe just a listening ear, thank them for it. Thank them for it. Give them a hug for it if you're in person. But just know you are not by yourself. You're not by yourself. There are other people around you that are there supporting you and that are always consistent with you. And if you just acknowledge them in some kind of small way, or, it doesn't have to be big, because maybe you're budgeting and all that, but maybe you just, make a little something for appreciation. Go to the Dollar Tree, get some of the dollar candy that's there, get a cup, get some foil or tissue paper, stick all that stuff in a cup on one of those what do they call it? Bamboo, oh my gosh, bamboo skewers. There we go. Stick it on one of those with some tape and give it to them. Bing, bang, pop. That cost you what? Let's see. So I've done this. So it was 3 candy bars, some tissue paper, and a clay flower pot, which was small. And I just wrote on there with paint. And it was a project for me. And I wrote on there with paint, love is, what did I write? I wrote, love is, I don't remember what I wrote. It just comes to me, but it was something about love. But anyway, just do something small, even if you maybe get some pens or something, and give them some pens, or just drop a piece of chocolate on a desk and say thank you for what you do and for always being here and being consistent. When you do that, they give to you as well. So I'm just saying, pay attention, look for who's helping you, who's consistent, and help them in some kind of way, or give them a small token of something. And just know that when you give, your hands are open, and then you could receive the help that you need. And then when somebody offers help, take it. Take it. Let that pride go. You don't have to do everything all by yourself. You're not alone. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. That was step 4 of, or phase 4, or area 4 that we want to pay attention to, and that's our relationships with other people outside of us and outside of our kids, adults that can help. You know, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends that are family now, but just know you're not by yourself. Much love. Hashtag single moms level up. See you next week. Bye.